Ooh. Hey everyone, what's going on? It's your girl, and I am back. Now, I didn't this is like, impromptu. So, it's probably going to be more people kind of on the live, probably watching it after the live is over. But this is going to be really quick, probably no more than about 10 minutes. The reason why I'm doing this is because I'm going to actually start StreamYarding my my uploads more so than doing it on Spreaker. I feel that Spreaker is outdated. I'm not going to say become outdated, it is outdated. But I am going to still every now and then do it here and there. But StreamYard is where it is. I'm just going to keep it real. And then, from there, I gradually will move on into like other platforms. I'll have more destinations where I will live stream, not just on YouTube and what's that account? LinkedIn, but also Twitter, Instagram, and hopefully one day they'll have a destination for TikTok because I've just joined TikTok. I haven't set up anything on TikTok, but I am officially on TikTok. So I know that the live kind of didn't start right away. So I'm gonna go back and say this. So hey you guys, it's your girl. Um for those of you who see the name handle, it is different because I'm going to be actually going by another name. I'm gonna explain it on another StreamYard post. There is a reason for that. It's not because I'm trying to be trendy, because I've been calling myself Bella Champagne for like the past, I would say, 2 years. But a lot has happened in my life, and I really want to do changes up, like branding changes and so forth. And I feel that the Miss Analytical name, it's a really cool name. Don't get it twisted. But I feel as though I've had that name for now. We're in 2024. I've had that name. I've used it since 2012. And so many ups and downs has happened since I've used that name. And I'm not going to use my actual government name on YouTube because I'm not trying to be doxxed, nor do I dox people. So I am very much, 100% against doxing. So Bella Champagne is going to be the name I'm going to start using. Now, will I change the name on this channel? I'm debating that. But I do have another YouTube channel that I am going to actually use the Bella Champagne name on it. And that channel, I'm probably going to go on there and do more StreamYard lives and more interactive content. So, putting it out there, let me just test this. This is more like a test to see how, how this whole YouTube thing is, because for me, I'm going to say it. Let me see. Okay. All right. So this is the music. So I've updated my actual StreamYard to make it more fancy. And for me, YouTube has changed a lot, even in the past year. And last year, I was really busy working full time. Okay. If you notice, I was on YouTube a lot. Really. If you look at my YouTube history, I was on there a lot in 2017, well, really 2018, all through 2018, most of 2019. And then I took a 6-month hiatus. And then I returned just before the pandemic started. And then I was there for a couple of months, and then I took a break. And then I was there a lot that summer of 2020. Then from December of 2020 up until July of 2021, I took a break. I couldn't do YouTube. Then from July up until September, I was like here and there. From September all the way throughout 2022, up until like the middle of 2023, I was on there a lot. And the reason why after the spring, like I would say April and May of 2023, you didn't see me on YouTube a lot is because I became a full-time employee at my job. And when you're working full-time on a job where you're standing up, you don't have the time and energy to really do YouTube like that, especially if you're doing other things and you're handling other business, important matters, I would say. So I had to take a break from YouTube. It wasn't intentional, but I was there every now and then when the story was important. But every upload and every content, even if it was like a little live here and there that I posted, I monetized. I got money for it. So me and YouTube, we're good. Now that I have more time to myself, yes, I am still employed, but I am on hiatus from work. So I will be on YouTube more often. I'm gonna try to be on YouTube 5 times out the week. Whether I do like 2 or 3 uploads a day or live here and there. The only day I won't be on YouTube really is probably on a Saturday, unless it's like a breaking news story. Then I'm there. But other than that, I'm gonna be on YouTube a lot more frequently because it's a lot of things happening and I don't want to miss it. But also I want to like upgrade my channel. I want to be part of the action. I want a piece of the action because it will be 7 years come August the 22nd when my channel first started. My channel started the last day of Leo season, and I'm a Leo. And I'll never forget my first upload. Every time I think about it, I'm like, did I really do that? And I did it. But, the first couple of uploads on a YouTube channel never really pops. It's usually like the 5th or 6th one that makes people notice you. And so for me, I love YouTube, okay? And I wish I would have joined YouTube back when I was first going to join YouTube, which was 2014. The spring of 2014. But I started working this retail job. I was working at Target. And I never got the chance to really do it. And then the stress of that job, and then I gained weight. And I had a phone. I had the Galaxy S5 and I could have uploaded videos, but my confidence and my self-esteem was kind of lowered because I went from literally a size 6 until a size 8 that summer. That's how much this job was stressful. And let's say that would never happened. I would have been on YouTube a long time ago. This would have been my 10th year having YouTube. And who knows what would have happened. My channel might have I would say maybe 10K subs. Especially that was still the golden era of YouTube. Now, YouTube is still popping, but it's not the golden era anymore. And I say that because YouTube is officially commercial, meaning that there are restrictions. It's mainstream. And there are things that you can't do on YouTube that you used to could do 10 years ago. Like 10 years ago, you could have a YouTube video and you could say anything practically. The only thing you couldn't do on a YouTube channel was flash a weapon, walk around nude, and send out all these threats that would cause people to fear for their life. Those were the 3 things you could not do. But even doxing was okay. There wasn't an issue with doxing. That is how far we've come from YouTube 10 years ago. And I'm going to speak on that another time. But the reason why I'm bringing this all up is because there's been a lot of changes the past year since I really have been active on YouTube. I would say since 2022. Like, for instance, I was on trying to stream my setup for my stream, which is supposed to be tomorrow on another channel. that they were saying, oh, you know, you got to go through these hoops and hollers and stuff because we changed things. I'm like, y'all changing stuff? And I'm like, damn, it's like these upgrades on YouTube. Nothing, you know, against YouTube or anything, but it shows that when you've been out of the loop for like even a year, you got to play catch up. Like social media is not a constant. Social media is ever evolving. Think about it this way. 5 years ago, the big social media platforms were Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, right? There wasn't really TikTok around like that. TikTok started blowing up in 2020. By the time we got to 2021, really 2022, it's now Instagram, TikTok, and now Facebook. Who would have ever thought that Facebook would be third in the rank when 5 years ago Facebook was still at the top? Who would have ever thought that? Is Facebook losing its luster? I should do a video on that or a commentary on that because I have my Facebook account still. I will never give them up. But what I will say about Facebook though and Instagram, well, not so much Instagram, but Facebook. The worst thing that Facebook ever did is when they took away the networks, particularly for the college students. Because what they ended up doing is when you let every Tom, Dick, and Harry on the platform, what you just did is that you lowered your brand and you lowered the value of your company or your product, I should say. But for me personally, getting back to me, I want to be a huge YouTube creator, content creator. It is hard. I really don't want to talk about the same things. Like, I can't be no T channel. I can't do the T channel. I can't do that. I can't do it. I can't do it. You know, I remember back in the day, people accused me of being a gossiper, and I'm like, I'm not a T channel. I don't gossip. Like, to accuse me of being a gossiper, especially when I cite my sources and you could see the stuff is not made up, I felt total disrespect. And nothing against the T channels, but a lot of the T channels, they get their stuff through the grapevine. Everything that I have pretty much, commentated on, it's already hit the news. Okay. My channel is kind of like, I'm like a solo view panelist. I'm by myself. So I comment on the hottest topics. I give my intake and my insight on it. What I've learned about the YouTube audience is that you can never please your audience. The only way you please your audience is if they want to hear something. Like, for instance, Torian Rain, I like what he does, and he's inspired me to start doing this. He has polls where it's like, hey, I want to know, what do you guys want to hear starting Monday? What are the topics you want to hear? He'll still post the other topics, but the one that gets the most votes, that's the first topic he'll go with. Some of them he'll still do, and some of them he won't. But that's a different thing. Like, he's giving what his viewers want. He has a huge platform. I don't have a huge platform. I have 3.8 thousand subs, 3.8K. And I've always come and gone. But I've still made money on my channel because of my views. I still keep getting views. But the thing about it is that for me as a person is that a lot of the YouTube viewers I've encountered through the years, a lot of you guys have supported me, but you'll always have a clique of people that will come on your channel and they will try to do anything to basically badmouth your brand. And it's not even like, oh, I don't like the sound. You could spruce up your channel. It's more of, I don't like the topic. Why don't you change your channel to more of like a faith-based channel? Or they may say the most pettiest stuff, because I've had this happen to me. I'll never forget, I had this guy who basically said, you're going to go to hell because you're talking about people. And I laughed my ass off because I'm like, I'm talking about the news. Like, how can you accuse me? First of all, why would you say I'm going to hell? And then you said I'm going to hell because I'm talking about people. Like, that does not make sense. So the use, what I've learned is to, and I hate to do this, but like anybody who is not supporting me, I just have to be like, to hell with them. You know, I can't give my energy to them because I know like 4 years ago, I used to go in. If you've been a subscriber of my channel, going back to the COVID days, pre-pandemic, I like to say, honey, I was a tyrant. I was a rebel. I would read you down. You think that Armand Reed was vicious towards Al Reynolds? Oh, honey, my reads was, I would make you cry. I would make you cry. I've read so many people on this channel to where they've told other people not to go on my channel and comment because I will comment back. Because I don't tolerate disrespect. And the thing about me is that I'm okay with having 3.8 views. Yes, I want my channel to grow, but I've never been a person that's been like, why the fuck I don't have 10,000, let alone 20,000 subs. You know, it's just, you know, I've been busy doing other things. That's how I always looked at it. You know, and then also too, I'm going to keep it real. Spreaker ain't it no more. Spreaker is so 20. I have to be honest and say that Spreaker is 2016. That's when it was first introduced. It was big in 2016, 17, 18, 19. By the time we got to new decade, it fell off. But people were still using it, like myself. But I noticed this lady named KJ, or no, K Sherelle. She uses it, and she has like 50K subs, and she usually does commentary on The View and other things too. But it works well for her, and I think it's because she has she has an adult contemporary viewership and listenership, so it works wonders for her. But I think for me, because I fall in that bracket of like that, I think the age I'm in is between 36 and 45. It doesn't work as well for me as a person who's like in the 46 to like 60 bracket. You know, like if you're still like considered like young, it's not going to really go that far with Spreaker. Like I know a person, the first person that I ever saw with a Spreaker account was a young lady named Nika, spelled with a Y. And Nika was cool with, and I think she's still cool with the icon, Alexander Rogers. I don't know if she's so cool with Spiller Boy TV. I think they kind of like, you know, some of the differences. But I feel as though like she made it really pop, so to speak, because she talked about everything. And then she also, you know, did lives showing her face and everything. Lady Nika's her name. It works well for her. And I think it works well for people who have like a, I don't want to say it, but like a more seasoned audience, you could say, seasoned audience, or audience that's like more mature. But for me, being that I'm still in that, like I'm a millennial. So because I'm a millennial, I'm still grouped in with those that are, even though I'm in that 36 to 45 range, I'm still catering to a group of people who are born in the late 80s. Well, no, born in the early 90s, I should say. So that's why. So for me, what I have to do is just like go with my audience and like talk about certain things. Like I know I can't talk about Cardi B because it doesn't work. Talking about Cardi B does not work. I noticed that the things that work on my channel is my algorithm. I could talk about Monique. I still make money. Monique helps to pay my bills. I know it's weird to say it, but it's an honest truth. I have videos that I made of Monique, uploads that I made of Monique 6 years ago. They still get paid. Okay. But if I talk about something recent, it doesn't really click that much. So that's the thing with the algorithm too. You know, you got to know, like, usually, like, if you talk about somebody and it hits really big, it won't really hit. Another commentary about somebody else may not hit big if your channel's been around for a long time. So that's what I've learned. And I'm also giving insights to people that's like up and coming to YouTube, because there are content creators that's been on YouTube that have been around longer than me. And I'm shocked to say this, and this may be shocking for you all to hear. They never have reached not even 1,000 subscribers. And they've been around going back to 2011. When I saw that, I said, wow. And they grind on there. So I'm gonna keep it, you know, cute. I'm gonna do my YouTube thing, but I'm gonna go with the StreamYard route. And this is the beginning. And I'll be back. I won't say I'll be back tomorrow, but I'll definitely will be back, you know, before this week is over. And with that being said, it's your girl. You know, if you want to call me Miss Analytical still, I will always, you know, accept it. I don't have a problem with it, because that is my name. That was my handle for years. But Bella Champagne is what I'm going to now go by on YouTube. And with that being said, have a good night. You know, take it easy. And Juneteenth this morning, I probably will do a live stream on Juneteenth, because I got some gripes with Juneteenth. Not the holiday itself, but with the politics behind it. But take care, everybody, and be safe. All right? Okay, later.